is going on, everybody? It's Jeremy from Start Your Systems, and as you can see, we're playing Reflex, so that means yet another Reflex track review. And if you guys remember from last week's track review, I said that we would get back on track. So we're going to be doing round number 5 of the AMA Supercross series, which is Oakland, and Oakland was made by Dark Slides 19. So he's made a few of these tracks, and it looks like he's going to be making the majority of the tracks throughout the year, which is awesome because I think he's a great track builder, and that's the same for that's the same thought for this track as well. Now, it is built a little bit differently compared to the past few tracks that I have reviewed. And if you guys haven't played it yet, you'll see what I mean here in just a second. But I think it worked out very, very nice. So as you can see right here, all the jumps look super small. Like, it looks like it's scaled very, very small. But it just works. I don't know really how to explain it. It just works. I don't know if he did anything with like the traction, or if the lips of the jumps aren't as steep as they normally are. But whatever he did to kind of like counteract the scaling being a little bit smaller, he did a great job. And when I first played the track or whatever, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, all the jumps are pretty small. I don't really know what I think of it. But the more laps that I put in on the track, the funner it got. Now there's, with this layout, there's not a whole lot of like big lines that you can do, regardless of the scaling or whatever the case is. So I feel like maybe it's just the track worked out perfectly. Like the track layout worked out perfectly for this different style of track. Now the biggest jump is honestly this little wall double here, and I believe in real life that wasn't a wall double per se. It was just kind of like a little double into that sand section. So I don't know if the track map, or like the track map made it seem like it was a wall double. Or not, but in real life I'm pretty sure it was just a normal double that the guys were scrubbing. But if it was just like the track map said it was going to be a wall double, I can understand why it was there then. I'd have to look back at the track map, and I actually probably should have done that before I recorded this, but it is what it is. I don't think it's gonna make or break the track at all. So you can actually get pretty far on that wall double too. Like, I've overshot it more times than I've cased it. But another thing I do want to touch on is, so there's 2 whoop sections on this track. I'm going through the first set right now. Well, I was going through the first set of whoops right there, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but every single whoop is kind of like, it's got these jagged edges, kind of like they're torn up, and like how they would seem to be in real life towards the end of the race. I mean, you can see it a little bit better in this set of whoops. Now, I don't know if he made that due to the fact that when they run the replica series or whatever, I don't know how many guys tend to show up for those races, but I'm assuming he did, or he made the whoops like that, with having X amount of guys on the track for X amount of laps. I feel like the track deformation from all the riders, maybe it makes the whoops a little bit easier, but to start off the track, or to start the race or whatever, if I'm the only one on the track right now, obviously, it can be pretty difficult to it can be pretty difficult to get through the whoops clean. And now that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that'll separate the good from the bad. But I feel like as of right now, like with me being the only one on the track, it's kind of just you're chancing your luck on making it through, like blitzing it perfectly or blitzing through the whoops perfectly. And like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But there are a few different variables that could have gone into the way that he made the whoops. This sand section right here, I think he made it brilliantly. I don't think it's, you know, I don't think you get caught up in it too much, but I don't think, you know, it's just like normal dirt. The roughness in it is fine and everything. Now, if we're being completely honest, I do not like this track layout whatsoever. I think this track layout is very, very one-lined. I mean, as you guys can see, I've been doing the same lines all race long, but that's just because there's one longer rhythm section, and then there's one really short rhythm section, which is right here. It's just a triple step on, step off. In real life, I know Tomac and Cooper Webb were like tripling it and then quadding over the tabletop. They were doing some sort of quad out, I'm pretty sure. But with the way that this track is scaled, it's very, very hard to get it. I think I've gotten it a couple times, but it's very inconsistent, at least for me. Obviously, I'm not the best at this game, but I don't know, I just thought I'd point out the fact that this track layout isn't really all that great. And as you can see, I almost tried to, I almost quadded in that rhythm section in the middle. That is also very, very difficult and very inconsistent for me, so I just stick to the main lines. This rhythm section is going to be a triple on-off, and then that main, or the longer rhythm section is just triple all the way through. And I actually did go on YouTube and I found a hot lap video of this track. I'm not exactly sure of who it was, but I believe they ran a 54, and as you guys can see, I ran a 57. So I'm a little bit off the pace as far as fast laps go, but I do remember the guy that I watched, or the video that I watched, the guy quadded right here. So he normally, or how I did it, you know, there's the triple and then that single into the corner. He quadded all the way over, which was very, very impressive. Now you guys talk about in the comments my whip glitch, or, you know, I'm not even whip glitching or whatever. This dude's whip glitch was unreal. And I know that my whip glitch isn't necessarily the whip glitch, but I don't know, it's muscle memory. That's just what I've always really done. When I played this game on console, I did actually do the whip glitch. I don't know what changed when I moved over to PC, but I just kind of dipped the front end down a little bit, and that's that. I don't really, you know, throw it sideways and do all this funky stuff or whatever. So I get that I can improve my whip glitch or whatever, but I'm not really trying to do that. I'm trying to stay away from the whole crazy whip glitch that the guy did in the video, just because I don't really play this game a whole ton, so it doesn't really make sense for me to, you know, sit down and try to learn how to actually whip glitch. So I know some of you say that I don't even whip glitch, and I get that, but it is what it is. We're coming up on this last lap here. I'm just gonna finish this off, and then and that'll be the video. But yeah, really like the track. I think Dark Slides, he has developed into one of my favorite track builders for MX vs ATV Reflex. If you guys agree with me or if you guys disagree, you can always comment in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If you guys liked the video, of course, you guys can always give it a thumbs up. And if you guys enjoy the content that we're bringing you daily, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys know when we're posting all of our videos. But really quick, if I did have to give this a out of 10 review, I would put it at like a 7 or an 8. It's very, very solid. There's a couple things that I'm not too fond of, but it, like I said, doesn't make or break the entire track. So once again, another great track from Dark Slides. Next week we're going to be reviewing Arlington's replica Supercross track. Again, that's made by Dark Slides as well. Can't wait to try it out. Can't wait to play it. And I will tell you guys my thoughts next week. Peace, guys.